Hey everyone, welcome back. This is part 2 of our HGA submission video. Like I said in the first video, we went through the cards that we got on the first order for HGA and cleaned them up, got them ready to go. I'm super excited to get these cards in. I've never gotten anything in to get graded, so this will be a first. Well, this one will actually be a second, but these are the first time I've gotten cards in. I'm very excited, and I really wanted to do something a little different. Instead of doing a box opening, I figured let's get these cards cleaned up, let's get them ready to go, kind of go through the process that I feel is the way to do them. I'm gonna clean them up, show you guys. I'll talk about the cards just like we did in the first video. I will say, if you guys aren't following the Facebook page and the Instagram, go on and follow those, like them, subscribe to the YouTube channel, like the Facebook, follow the Instagram. There's a lot more information about what's going to be coming up in videos. I'll be posting pictures on there. I'll be talking about what boxes I got coming in. Big polls that we're getting. I'll take a couple from each box, take some pictures of them, put a little info about the cards. And then with these videos, every time I get an order in for grading, I'm going to do a cleaning video showing you guys, just showing you what cards are going in. And then when these cards come back, we'll do a reveal and see what grades we got. So let's get right into it. Tonight, or this video, we're going to do the second submission we have to HGA. So we'll start off with a Bowen Byram rookie Young Guns card, Colorado Avalanche. My favorite hockey team. They got a super good team. Young, talented. They've got guys all over that are good. So kind of disappointed they didn't win the Stanley Cup this year, but they're young. They'll have a good year next year. They'll come back even better, and I think that they're going to get a Stanley Cup. I'm confident they will. So next this is a really cool card. This came out of a Panini Legacy set, and this card, I don't know what prism it is, but it's got a prism on it, or a holograph, whatever you want to call it. This is a Trevor Lawrence rookie card. It's Under the Lights. His cards are very valuable, and he hasn't even played a game yet. So if he does have a good rookie year, these cards are going to be very expensive. So I figured we better get that one in right away, get it graded, have it ready so that if he starts to pop off and have a really good year, we can flip it and make some money on it. Next is one that I will not be flipping. I will be sitting on this one. I've been building a collection of him. I think he's going to have a Hall of Fame career. So I've been buying up his cards. I've got some PSA 10s of his. I'm sending this one in, hoping it gets a really good grade on it. This is a Bowman Chrome rookie card of Luis Robert. So I will be sitting on that one. Next, this is a little bit of an older card. 2012 Topps Football, but a very good player. Russell Wilson rookie card. That one's got a lot of value. Here is a Justin Herbert and Jordan Love Panini Contenders Round 1 numbers. It's a really cool card. Two really big names. Being on the same card, I'm hoping this one has a lot of value if it comes back at a high grade. I don't really know, but I'm going to take a chance on it. It's got some good players on it, so I think it'll be good. Next is one of my favorite hockey players, Kale Mccarr. He is a defensive man for those young Avalanche. He had an awesome rookie year, not this season that's going on right now, but the year before. And he had a really good year this year, sophomore year, so I think he's going to be one of the focal points of that team when they do win a Stanley Cup. I think with him and McKinnon and Mikko Rantanen, Gabriel Landeskog, they've got a really good team. Devin Taves, they've got an awesome team. So one of my favorite hockey players. One of my favorites. Next is another 2012 card. This is a Andrew Luck rookie card. It's got a lot of value. Everyone knows who Andrew Luck is. Now I really like the Chargers colors, even though I'm a Broncos fan. I really like their colors. I think their cards just look awesome. That is Justin Herbert, rated rookie Donner set. Super cool card. Hoping we get a really good grade on it because he's really valuable. His cards are high in value. He's a really good player. So I want to get those cards in and have them ready. Next and last on this order is another Young Guns. This one's a Ranger. This is Vitelli Kravitzov. I believe that's how it's pronounced. Vitelli Kravitzov. He's a really good player. He in the first order, I actually have a Alexis Lafreniere card, and they are both on the Rangers, both rookies. So let's get right into this. Let's get them cleaned up, put them in our card savers, put our little tabs on there, and have them ready to go. So we'll start with Bowen Byram. Now Bowen Byram, he plays for the Avalanche. He had a pretty good season this year. He's a young guy. He's obviously not one of their stars at this moment. But like I was saying earlier, with that team being so young, he's gonna end up being a kind of a focal point of that team, I think, next season and for a lot of years to come. So he's a really good player. He's young, he's good, he's talented, and he's got a lot of young good guys around him. So I think he could end up having a really good career. Hopefully with the Avs. Hopefully he doesn't go anywhere because, like I said, he is a really good player, and I am a big-time Avs fan. So I'm hoping he sticks around, gets to play with some of those talented guys they have there, and hopefully here in the next year or so, hopefully they can win a Stanley Cup, because I think they've got the team built to do it. I think they just need to put all the pieces together. You know, like I said, they're young, they're very talented, and I think they have an awesome team built already, especially when you're building around a centerpiece like Nathan McKinnon. I mean, the guy's one of the best players in the NHL right now, hands down. I mean, personally, in my opinion, it's McKinnon or it's Connor McDavid from the Oilers. I would take either or. I would not argue against either of them because I think both of them are super, super talented. Obviously, they're not Wayne Gretzky, but they're both super good. They're both, playing at a super competitive level right now, and it's just really fun to see these young guys in the NHL playing good right now. The NHL's got a bright future. They've got a lot of young players that are just, man, they're really good players. And I think you're gonna keep seeing that come up through the draft because I think hockey is becoming a bigger and bigger sport every year. And a lot of young guys they're interested in it. They want to play it, and you're starting to see that talent. Every year we're seeing guys a little better come into the league. So next card is the Trevor Lawrence rookie card. This is an awesome card. I mean, just the look of it. It's got him in his college uniform, Clemson Tigers, with that prism on there. Super cool card. Really hoping we get a good grade on that one because his cards, I mean, he has, like I said earlier, he hasn't even played a game in the NFL, and his cards are already very valuable. So if he has a decent rookie year, I think his cards are going to go way high, and people are going to be super excited for his second year. And you'll start seeing those cards go really high in value because of the promise that that he has. What's the word I'm looking for? The the anticipation. You know, people have been waiting a lot of years to see this guy in the NFL. He's been in Clemson. Yeah, I mean, gosh, he's played in multiple national championships. He's won. He's, he's had an awesome career already, and he hasn't even played a game in the NFL. So I think he's going to have an awesome career, and I hope, you know, being a Broncos fan, I still like other teams. I'm not a one team. You know, obviously the Broncos are my team, but I like pretty much every team. I have at least one guy on the team that I really like to cheer for, so I really hope the Jaguars do something with him and turn it around. I mean, they got Tim Tebow now playing tight end. That's going to be pretty interesting to see. They drafted actually his teammate, Travis Etienne, to be their running back. So I think they could turn it around, maybe even this year, and have a decent year. It wasn't very long ago that they were in an AFC championship game. But most of the pieces from that team have been traded away or released or whatever it was. But I think they could turn around quick with that guy at quarterback. Next is the Luis Robert Bowman Chrome rookie card. This is a super cool card. I am a huge fan of Luis Robert. I think that kid is going to... I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer when it's all said and done. Call me crazy, but I think he's got the potential to be right up there with, Mike Trout in the league. I mean, he's got it all. He does everything. He hits for average, he hits for power, he hits for contact. He's a fielder. He plays defense awesome. He's got an arm. He's got speed. Like, he's a great player, and I'm excited for him to come back from his injury because I think he's gonna have an awesome career. So I am sitting on his cards. I've been investing in him, buying up his cards, trying to build a little collection of him because I think that he's worth sitting on and waiting until his career is a little more in the books and he's, possibly won some MVPs, maybe some World Series, or World Series. Wow. I think he's gonna have an awesome career. This one is the Russell Wilson rookie card. I have wanted to get this card graded since the day I pulled it, and I'm just glad I haven't sold it raw yet because I think this card is going to have huge value. Russell Wilson's a Hall of Fame quarterback. Don't let anyone kid you. He is a first ballot Hall of Famer. He is one of the best quarterbacks we've ever seen. And this card is going to have a lot of value, especially if it comes back with a high grade. So, super excited to see what that one comes back as. Hoping we get a 10. Really cool to get a flawless 10. That would be awesome. But I don't see that happening as it is not perfectly centered. But maybe a 9.5. You can see there, it's not perfectly centered, but it's not far off. So, we'll see what we get on that one. Next, we have the Justin Herbert and Jordan Love round numbers card. And this is a really cool card. Like I said earlier, I don't know if there's a whole lot of value to this card, in all honesty. But I really like it. I think it's a really cool card. Let's see here. I think Jordan Love's going to have a good career. I don't think he's ready to replace Aaron Rodgers yet. But I think Aaron Rodgers is on his way out. So he might have to be ready. But I think he'll do just fine. It might take a year or so for him to adjust. But I think in the long run, I think he'll have a really good career. The Packers have gotten so lucky when it comes to quarterbacks. I mean, he went from Bart Starr and then some years in between him and Brett Favre, and then right from Brett Favre to Aaron Rodgers, and then now they've got this Jordan Love kid, and it's like, man, if this kid pans out too, like, it's unbelievable. I mean, how many Hall of Fame quarterbacks can you have? I mean, quit hogging them all. So, I think this card could have a lot of value, potentially. We'll see. But either way, I think it's just a really cool card. I mean, to have Justin Herbert and Jordan Love on the same card, it's a round one contenders card, so it's it's a kind of a unique card, and I really like it. I think it's super cool. I don't know if you guys were really able to see this. I'll show it again. But if you look in the background of the card, it actually has like a little scene from a game of them playing. It's kind of hard to see on there, but it's a really cool card. So I'm hoping that one comes back with a good grade. I don't know what that one's going to look like because I did the color match card on that one instead of the color match team. Since there is 2 teams on there, I'm hoping it comes back with like one color of the Packers and one color of the Chargers. That way it kind of blends both of them, but I don't know what that one's going to look like. So I'm kind of excited to see it. Kind of nervous too, because what if it doesn't look good? But let's not even think that way. It's going to look good. It's going to be a really good card. Next is the Upper Deck Portraits, Rookie Portraits card of Kale Mccarr. Now, like I said earlier, Kale Mccarr, he's one of my favorite hockey players in the league right now. Him and McKinnon, again, I'm an Avs fan. So I think McKinnon's the best player in the league. But I honestly think Mccarr is not far behind him. Now, they play a different position. They do. Mccarr is a defenseman. McKinnon is a center. But Mccarr, he's a scoring defenseman. Like, he's a very well-rounded defenseman. He's quick. He's pretty fast. He's got some really good puck handling skills. And he's very... What color do I want on there? Let's do pink. He's very, just very talented. Like, I mean, I watched him his first year, his rookie year. He didn't play the whole season. So he was actually, I believe he was still playing college, and he played in the Frozen Four. I can't remember. I think they won the championship, but don't quote me on that. But anyway, not long after that, the Avalanche were in the playoffs, and they brought him up to play in the playoffs, and he had a really good playoffs. Like, he was scoring a lot, he was on the ice a lot, and I was kind of like, who is this kid? Like, he's really good. He's really good, and I hadn't really heard of him before that. Well, then this year, his second year, and same thing, he was really, really good. So I really started liking him. I try to keep up on him as much as I can, and I'm excited to see what he does. I mean, he's a super good hockey player, and I'm really excited to watch his career, especially, like I said, with a guy like McKinnon. I mean, he could have an awesome career. And that Avalanche team, I mean, they're young, they're talented, they're really good, and I think in the next 3 to 5 years they'll be winning a Stanley Cup. Next is an Andrew Luck rookie card. And this one, just like the Russell Wilson one, as soon as I pulled this, because I pulled these the year they came out. As soon as I pulled this, I was like, man, I got to get that in to get graded. That's a super good card. But at the time, I never got around to it. It's expensive. I never, had the money to send them in. So I just collected them. And now I'm kind of like, it's time to start doing it. Time to start doing those things I always wanted to do with these cards. And so this one's going in on this order because Andrew Luck, some people are indifferent about him. He did retire young, but Andrew Luck, his numbers, I mean, he could end up in the Hall of Fame. Even with the little amount of years that he played, he could end up in the Hall of Fame. He was one of the best quarterbacks every year that he played in the NFL. He was a top 5 quarterback, and the guy was good. I mean, you can't argue it. He was a super good quarterback, and he elevated the players around him, and that's what you need to do as a quarterback, is you need to make guys around you better. And he was, in my opinion, one of the best to do it. So I think he'll end up in the Hall of Fame. Maybe not a first ballot, just because he did have kind of a short career. But I think he'll for sure end up in the Hall of Fame, and I think that card will have a lot of value one day. It already has some value. So next is a Justin Herbert Donruss rated rookie card. Now, this is a really cool card. I said it earlier, I'll say it again. I love the Chargers colors. They just look so good together. And all of his cards, every time I see one, I'm just like, man, I love that card. And I like him. I think he's an awesome player. As a matter of fact, I think he's going to be the best quarterback out of his class. I think he's going to be better than Joe Burrow. He's going to be better than Tua, Jalen Hurts. Gosh, who else was in that class? There were several of them, but I think he's going to be the best quarterback out of that. I think he's a franchise quarterback. He's a guy that you take, and for the next 15 to 20 years, you don't have to worry about a quarterback, because he's that kind of talent. He's going to play a long career, barring injury. We never know that in football, but I think he's going to have an awesome career. I'm super excited to watch his career. Some of his cards I think I'm going to flip, but some of them I am going to sit on, just because I am confident that he's going to have a Hall of Fame career, I think. And I want to hold on to some of them. So now, last but not least, we have Vitelli Kravitzov. Vitelli Kravitzov of the New York Rangers. These Young Guns cards are really cool. I love hockey. I never played hockey when I was a kid. I actually didn't really get into hockey until I was a little older. But I love hockey. And it is an awesome sport. It's very physical. And you think about it, it takes so much talent. These guys are on ice skates, and they're moving. I can't even begin to tell you what kind of speeds they're moving at, but they are moving fast. And to see the kind of control the puck they have, and just the sheer talent that some of these guys have, it's amazing. They're amazing athletes. And hockey is it's so entertaining to watch hockey. So I really got into hockey probably about 10 years ago now. But I've been buying hockey cards up. I love them. I think they're super cool. They're awesome cards. So this is our second HGA order. Bowen Byram, Trevor Lawrence, Luis Robert, Russell Wilson, Justin Herbert and Jordan Love, Kale Mccarr, Andrew Luck, Justin Herbert, and Vitelli Kravitzov. So that's our second order. I'm going to box these up, get them sent out tomorrow, and stay tuned for the reveal when these cards come back. Now, it's a 60-day turnaround, so we'll see how close it is to 60 days. It could be quicker, could be a little longer, but I think we'll have them back right around 60 days. So stick around. When that box comes back, we'll be opening it up, revealing the grades we got. Until then, like I said, I've got a lot of boxes coming in, so we'll do some more openings, keep you guys entertained. Again, go check out the Facebook page, the Instagram, follow it, like it, Subscribe to the YouTube channel. Click the little notification thing so you know when we put new videos out. And just be on the lookout for our videos. I've got lots of boxes coming. I'm going to open for you guys, and might even do some giveaways and some videos coming up. So stay tuned. Tell your friends about it. Subscribe. Tell them to subscribe. And I'll see you guys in the next video. Thanks.